welcome back to the Daily Zest. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here again on a lovely Wednesday. We are midweek, my friends. So if you are feeling zesty, if you are an eager individual, you shall smash these likes, you shall subscribe, you shall share the stream out with friends, because people need to know what's going on with the banks, they need to know what's going on with Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, meme coins, everything in this world. I got you covered. And we also always have a live goal of 100 likes and 100 live viewers. We've been doing so well, my friends. Let's make it happen today. I also want to say thank you to our lovely sponsor, Cipher. Make sure to use code ZESTY or code missteencrypto at checkout, along with that link for 20% off. This is the top-notch Zesty discount right here. People are flocking for these codes, and I got two of them. How beautiful is that? Thank you guys for joining me over there on TikTok. Make sure you guys are giving me a follow and smashing all these likes and beautiful things. We just got started, so let's get after it. I want to say hi to everyone in the chat. We have Matthew Miller going on. We got Brian, Retro Mike. We got John Foster. We have Emma. I don't know if John Foster's Emma's here too, but hello, other Emma. Hope you're doing well today. Just want to give you an early shout. And, we have Ozzy. What's up, Ozzy? Me and Ozzy were talking about pasta in the chat. I was talking about how I want to be a true Italian Brooklynite or New Yorker and be able to make some of my own sauce. So if I do end up putting together a good sauce recipe, I shall share it out. Oh my gosh, Chris already starting me off with Tucker the Turkey over there on TikTok. Thank you so much. I appreciate the gift. We're going to say hello to Zippy is here as well. Stecco is here. Hola, nice to see you. We have Colin McKenzie. We have Nifty Guy in the chat. We have Matthew. And so we have Matthew Miller and we have Matthew K. Nice to see you. We also have, we have BBB in the chat. We have GT. We have John Legend. What's up? Thank you guys for coming. Who else am I missing? John Germain. Bullduck is here. All right. Let's get after it. Flat Smack, what's up? Tyler on Gaming. Joe Harvey is here. All right. Yip XYZ saying I'm going places. Thank you. I appreciate that. I hope we're all going places. Steven Stanbury is here. Retro Mike, you did not miss the rant already. I didn't start yet. We got Kenny O in the chat as well. Automatic Beats. Mars Solo in the chat. Bad Boy. Pat Murphy. Woo. No G, the JD Club. All right, and Vinny is here as well. All right, let's get after it. We have No in the chat. Thank you for joining. All right, guys, let's get after it. We have a beautiful amount of people in this chat. Let's triple it. Let's quadruple it all. Oh, thank you for the chili. And Zimbabwe is in the chat. What's up, Zimbabwe? Thanks for joining there over on the TikTok. Again, let's smash these likes. Let's share this stream out. Let's get 100 likes and 100 live viewers. That would be absolutely amazing. It would make my heart so warm. It would make my heart flutter like a butterfly. We're going to continue on. We're going to talk about the charts. We're going to talk about the news. We got a lot of stuff going on. And if you have questions on TikTok, if you have questions in the YouTube chat, throw them in there. My friend in the chat, Ron, said he had a major shoulder surgery. Can you please say something to cheer me up? Well, I hope you're feeling better, my friend. Sorry about your surgery. Hope you're feeling better, and I hope you have a great day, my friend, and stay zesty. Haters, hello. D, Randy always has great energy. Thank you so much, D. I appreciate it. We're getting after it today. This is a beautiful Wednesday. I have the beholder. Welcome to the stream. You did not miss anything. We're going to get after it. Mr. Strap is here as well. Oh, you got no sound right now. You're on the phone. All right. So I guess you didn't hear my hello, but hello. All right. We're going to get after it, guys. I'm going to stop messing around because we're going to find out what's going on these charts. All right. Let's get into it. I'm so excited. I love talking about charts. I love talking about Bitcoin. I love talking about crypto. I love this space so much. Ron, you said thank you. You're so sweet. Hope you have a wonderful day. You too, fam. Sending so much love. If you guys over there on TikTok could throw some hearts in the chat for Ron, that would be absolutely amazing. I'm sending you hearts, hugs, all of it. All right. We're getting into the charts right now. Boom, boom, boom. Bitcoin. Look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a little interesting today. It's down 0.89%. We're currently at $26,797 Bitcoins. Okay, you could see it there. Now, we're going to enlarge our market cipher here. Market cipher is telling us that we are in the red in terms of money flow, and not by much, but we were tinkering here for a while. We saw a huge decrease in money flow with Bitcoin. I feel like BRC20 tokens are still doing okay, but the volume isn't as high. We have even money flow is showing us that people are a little confused on what to do with their money. The VWAP is heading down, and it seems like momentum is building here. We printed a green dot, but that always doesn't indicate a pump, right? You want to see a nice anchor wave here, some smaller waves, some smaller blue waves, and maybe that would indicate a little bit of upwards action. Christian loves the charts too. We got to get after it, Christian. Now, we're at the bottom of our range here, a little below the bottom of our range, sadly, of 27,131 was the bottom. And right now, again, we're sitting at 26,789. A few days ago, we had a wick low to 25.8. Is it possible that we revisit that? Was that maybe indicative of what the future holds for us? Because we have seen similar things to that in the past, where we reached this 26.6 level, and then we're sitting there right now. We had these wick lows here towards the end of March that told us 26.8. 26.8. We didn't really listen to it. We were above that range for a while, and now again we're at basically 26.7, 26.8 again. Now, is this wick low in telling us that maybe we could slide down to 25.8? I don't know, my friends. I don't know. I'm just here to tell you what's going on with the charts. I think we should always, again, I always say it, a bullish and a bearish case scenario. I thought we were going to see a little bit more FOMO at 30K, almost 31K Bitcoin. Now, I think we would see that, maybe 32K Bitcoin or 33K Bitcoin, because that is, or 35, I should say, because that's about half, closer to about half of what our all-time high was for Bitcoin. I'm still always bullish on Bitcoin, but I would like to see some more volume coming in here. We're not seeing a lot of volume coming in with Bitcoin, not as much bullish momentum as we had over here when we were recovering from FTX back in January. So I think we're going to see a lot more things happen with the TradFi system as well. Banks are, banks aren't doing great. The bank stocks aren't doing great. They're trying to hold where they're at now. They're not really bouncing back. So I think more bank closures, more bank failures are obviously going to happen. The banking crisis isn't over. I think they're just trying to delay the inevitable. Now, I think as banks go down, Bitcoin probably could have a pump, because people are going to say, hey, I need somewhere to put my money. I need a safe haven from the TradFi system, essentially. And what this little arrow here is when Signature Bank went down. I should have this written down here. Signature Bank. So this is when Signature went down right here, and they were like, oh my gosh, no way, Signature went down. It was a crypto-friendly bank. Silicon Valley went down. It's a crypto-friendly bank. Wah. Bitcoin ended up pumping, literally hedging against the TradFi system in probably the best way possible. So this is where Signature went down. People were like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to dump. Nah. All right. So I think someone's trolling over there on TikTok, but I think Bullduck's got it. All right. So now we're going to continue going on with Bitcoin, with crypto. I do think, Bitcoin, this could be another accumulation phase. It could be another consolidation phase where we're just building up for another move. So we're going to have to see how this all plays out. But I am always bullish on Bitcoin. I think people are looking for a safe haven for their money right now. I also want to take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum's in the red right now, down 1.5%, sitting at $1,796. Now, I know we were looking on Market Cipher. We were like, all right, maybe we could see a buildup of momentum. And that's exactly what we're seeing. So we're looking forward to maybe some trigger waves after that. So this could be like an anchor, some triggers like pew, pew, let's pump. So hopefully we could see a little bit of that. But we are seeing a continuous amount of green money flow coming through. It's been pretty steady here, but again, not those highs that we saw in the beginning of March and even previous to that, January through March. I want to see that again. I think obviously meme coins people are still participating in trading those. If you take a look at DEX tools, those are still popping off, but not as high as they were. So I do think that I don't think meme coins are over though, at all. But I do think that we are seeing a justified amount of green money flow here with Ethereum, but it also doesn't align with the volume. There's not that much volume coming into Ethereum. There's like a decent amount, but not as high as, again, January and even mid-March. So I would like to see that momentum come back to Ethereum. And we are just sitting here tinkering with the top of our range here at $1,815 was the top of our range, was this yellow line you see here. And we're just tinkering right below it. We were sideways trading between $1,705 Ethereum and 1814 for a while until we broke out. And again, it seems like we're retracing from that breakout. We're going to see what happens with Ethereum. I feel like a lot of people are still using Ethereum. People still really love it. So I don't see like, I'm always bullish on the space. So I don't see why this is like damaging. I don't think it's damaging. People are so worried right now. I'm not worried at all about crypto. I think crypto is so fundamentally relevant right now. It's insane. Now, we see some red, with Bitcoin. We see some red with Ethereum. But what is in the green, ironically, that we talk about all the time that doesn't need the rest of the market to make a move? Litecoin. Litecoin is $91.86 today, up 2%. Let's get after it, Litecoin. What's up, Ace Database over there on TikTok? Now, if you take a look at Litecoin, you're taking a gander here at Litecoin. Market Cipher is telling us that there's a nice pump in some money flow. We love to see pumps in money flow. We wanted to see more of this. Now, we are seeing a buildup of momentum. We're double printing green dots here on Market Cipher. We have the VWAP, the yellow wave, popping through confidently and still maintaining that, still going up a little bit. So it could retrace. That would be normal. But I think this pump with the Litecoin is, of course, justified because look how much green money flow there has been for Litecoin compared to Ethereum, compared to Bitcoin. And why are people flowing to Litecoin? Because it's so relevant. People need something that's obviously cheaper, faster, and liquid. When you have high fees on Bitcoin, you have dramatically high fees on Ethereum. Now, we were looking for this swing. You see this arrow, my friend? We were looking for this swing. Now, this is crossing some territory, my friends. I think I need a little pen right here. I think I need the spen. I need the spen. 1 second. So we're seeing a little bit of drama with Litecoin, and I like the drama. We need some action. It's like a little telenovela where we were kind of beefing with Litecoin, where it was like $91 was resistance. We pumped above it, fell below it, pumped above it, fell below it again. But what I really do like about it is that Litecoin really bounces back hard, and it doesn't need Bitcoin to make any moves. As you can see, since Sunday, it has gone up 17%. And why? Because it is reaching records amount of transactions, records amount of new wallets being created. So Litecoin is inevitable. It's obviously going to be used quite a lot. Now, what I do like about Litecoin, if you look in the grander scheme of things, now we had this run up with Litecoin, and every time Litecoin has pumped up, it retraced. Let me move this emoji out of the way. Every time Litecoin has moved up, right? It pumped up and it retraced. But you notice that every time Litecoin has been pumping, this is a low, it pumps and it makes a higher low. So it doesn't revisit this low right here from December of $60. It pumped up to 102 and came back down to 67. And the low was 65, but it did not reach $60. So again, it's a higher low. Litecoin pumped up again, retraced, made a third higher low. And every time it went up, it made a little bit of a higher, almost a higher high, but pretty level. Where you had the candle close at 102, we had another candle close at about 102 as well right here. So it's pretty interesting. 3 higher lows for Litecoin. I don't know, maybe you guys don't feel like this is spicy, but I think it's spicy too. Because if Litecoin's going to keep pumping up and retracing, higher lows means that it's standing its ground. And it's pretty confident above 80. The $90 level is where I'm very spicy with Litecoin. And I feel very cool with it. So now that it's above 90, $91, $92 was a little bit of resistance in the past. And now 95 is probably my next resistance level for Litecoin. And then maybe I would like to see 102 back to the top of our range. But let's be patient. $91 Litecoin is great. This is a little bit of resistance here at $91 as we have seen in the past. So I'm very excited for the higher lows for Litecoin. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. And also, everything else is pretty red, but Litecoin is in the green, up 2%. And also, I'll just shout out because I know we have some Doge lovers in the chat. Doge is up a 1.5% as well, at 7 cents, just above 7 cents, 0.073 cents. And it seems like we're making our way back up with Doge. We have a little bit of green money flow with Doge. We're building up some momentum there. So Go off, Doge. Have fun. Let's go back to 8 cents. That's what I would be loving. That's what I would love to look for. And I see Kenny O is throwing his Doge emojis in the chat as well, which I love to see. If you are a member, make sure you are loving those emojis. Make sure you are spamming those emojis. What's up, Chad Stanford? Yes, you said just became a pawpaw yesterday. Oh, nice. Nifty guy, your super chat failed. I don't see anything, so I don't think anything came through. Ace Database, what's up? Thank you for the hand hearts. You gave me 2 hand hearts. You just achieved my goal. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh, Ace Database. Hugs to Ace Database. Crypto Surfer, what's up? Dow is going up. Bitcoin is going up. Any thoughts? I don't really have any thoughts on the Dow. I just think I don't think Bitcoin really correlates with the markets that much. I mean, there's similarities that you could see, like short-term similarities, but I don't think long-term that they line up. It's just my opinion. We have Bulldog, you became a member for 7 months. Thank you so much. Bulldog, get after it. You guys better be spamming that member emoji right there. That is beautiful. I'm so happy. Let's get after it. Let's see who else is here. Oh, Joe is here. GM to Joe. We have Alexandra G. Thank you for spamming those beautiful emojis. I love how you displayed those, Alexandra. Absolutely killing it. OG Backroad is here. Ace Database giving me more hand hearts. You're just spamming me with hand hearts. Those are a lot. Thank you. I appreciate you so much, Ace Database. Come on, bro. Thank you. Thank you. Marcelo, after such fun yesterday, I always go back to browsing Doge tweets. Doge removes all negativity. Doge is so zesty, bro. I'm a big fan. I'm a fan of Doge. It's actually decentralized. It's a meme coin that you can actually use as currency. You're able to give actual utility to the coin. Geek of All Trades is here as well. Thank you for the gold mine, Ace Database. I love that. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you for that. Who else is here? Did I miss anyone? I hope I didn't miss anyone. Killing Alexander, I think, was here. Ollie said, pew pew Litecoin. Yeah, pew pew. Get after it, Litecoin. Zero Dune is here as well. All right, let's get after it, guys. Let's keep smashing this like button. I only see 48 likes. What's going on, guys? What is going on? Network Bits. Joe became a member for 2 months. He said member for 2 months and never paid. Well, now you did. So thank you. I appreciate it, Joe. Shout outs to you. Retro Mike. No. So what happened, Nifty Guy? You got rugged by YouTube? What did that shouldn't happen, but it's okay. It is what it is. Beardy Day. EU, gotta be kidding me. Yeah, listen, man, we're gonna be talking about the EU right now. We're gonna have a little bit of a chat. Let's talk about first. Elon Musk was on CNBC, and I was like, oh sheesh, because this is a really interesting interview, and I wanted to just throw this part out there because I really liked what he was saying. And if you guys on TikTok want to hear this audio, please head over to YouTube. Elon Musk, what I really enjoy about him is that he's effortlessly himself. And I feel like that's the best thing to be, right? Especially in his position where he obviously has a lot of influence. Why shouldn't he be allowed to say what he wants to say? If he was just anybody else on Twitter with no followers, it would be fine to say what he says. But just because he's in the position he is doesn't mean that he should have to censor himself or silence himself. And whether that's about politics or about free speech or about even crypto, who cares? He's a person. He's allowed to express what he wants to express, especially, if someone doesn't like it, I think that's fine. I think there might be things I say that people don't agree with, but I think that's just human nature. And I think more people in Elon's position shouldn't have to silence themselves for others. So this is what his response was when asked if he should not be stating maybe his opinions on Twitter.
God, no. I don't want to at all. But what I'm trying, even came up though in the annual meeting. I mean, do your tweets hurt the company? Are there Tesla owners who say, I don't agree with his political position and I know it because he shares so much of it? Or there are advertisers on Twitter that Linda Yaccarino will come and say, you got to stop, man. Or, I can't get these ads because of some of the things you tweet.
I'm reminded of the scene in The Princess Bride. Great movie.
Great movie.
Where he confronts the person who killed his father. And he says, offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
So you just don't care. You want to share what you have to say.
I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it.
Okay. God, no.
Whoa. Savage. You see the savagery in his eyes. That is savagery right there. That is effortlessly being yourself. And I have respect. I have respect for that, because these reporters, they try to ask him all these like crazy questions, and he just like, instead of like going and saying something that maybe he'll regret in the future, he takes a step back and he's like, and he thinks about it. Ace Database, thank you for the galaxy. I really appreciate that. Decentralized chain, nice to see you. Listen, fam, Elon maybe got frustrated during that interview. Thank you for the sunglasses. But he never shows it, which I think is so important. Like, maybe he'll get upset, he'll show that he's a little frustrated, but he's not gonna like, he's not gonna like claw at you. He like sits back and he thinks about what he says before he says it. And I think that's something that we need to do a little bit more of. I think that teaches everybody a lesson. Sit back, take a second, take a breath, realize what you're gonna say, and then execute upon your thoughts. But there's so many thoughts that go through Elon's head. Like, I can't imagine what it's like to be him and answer all of these questions. Like, he literally went from the Tesla shareholders meeting, answering all these questions from them, and then went to do this crazy CNBC interview, and then went to go do his other board meeting that he had after. It's insane. But he is able, and I like that he's able to express his like thoughts. He's like, okay, this is how I feel, and he doesn't go on a whole rant, but he just like says it in such a great way. But he doesn't care. So basically what Elon said when asked if, for the TikTokers, when asked if he would maybe silence his opinion on politics, silence his opinions maybe in general because of his companies, because of Tesla, because of SpaceX, because of Twitter advertisers. And he said, I'll say what I want to say, and if the consequence of that is losing money, so be it. He doesn't care. That is great. No one should care. Say what you want to say. Express yourself. No one should be able to silence you, and you shouldn't have to silence yourself. I admit I do a little bit of self-censoring sometimes, but sometimes it's necessary. There's a line. There's a line that you have to tread. But sometimes you need to be able to say what you want to say and let other people think. Geek of all trades. Yes, that's basically what he said. And I respect it, dude. I absolutely respect it. What's up, Randi A? Nice to see all of you guys. Bullish Bradley. Yes, I feel that vibe as well. You want to see an Alex Jones style rant from Elon and MTC, Joe? Oh, that would, listen, I rant all the time. But I'm not like extreme in any way, like when I rant, I'm just like loud. I'm not really like I talk about stuff, but I'm not trying to be mean to anyone. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not being mean to anybody. So basically what Elon, again, he said he doesn't care about what other people think, which is props to him. And he also said during that interview, I don't have a clip of it, but he plans to create a more efficient financial system than traditional banking using Twitter. What I found really interesting in that interview as well is that Elon Musk, not only was he saying we need free speech and that he doesn't care about what anyone else has to say about his opinions, he also said that Twitter plans to create a more efficient financial system than traditional banking. He was saying on the interview that he was confused as to why money transfer because money is just information, is the way he put it, and that we should be able to send information instantly. And there's no reason why we shouldn't have that already. Now, I know the FedNow program is attempting to do that, but it's again total control and centralization within the bigger banks in the Federal Reserve and the central banks. Now, Twitter trying to combat that, is this where Doge will come in? That is my question. Now, speaking of Doge, speaking of a currency that's fast and easier to use than, let's say, something like Ethereum that's struggling to finalize transactions, DRC20 tokens are now introduced. And what is a DRC20 token? It is a token based on Dogecoin. And this has caused Dogecoin's daily transactions to reach a lifetime high. This is very interesting. Dogecoin's daily transaction volume rose tenfold from the average daily earlier this week to set a lifetime peak following the launch of a new mechanism that allows the issuance of the tokens on the Doge blockchain. The network saw over 645,000 transactions on Sunday from data from BitInfo charts shows, briefly crossing both Bitcoin and Litecoin transactions that day before falling back to previous levels as of that Wednesday. Now, historical data shows Dogecoin typically sees around 20,000 daily transactions, but however, with the DRC20 token on May 9th, it led to an immediate increase in network activity. Now, people are, of course, criticizing it, saying this is shameless hype. If people want to hype something, they can hype something. Who says, oh, because a meme coin is on Dogecoin blockchain that it's not good, but the ERC20 tokens are great? ERC20 tokens are so expensive. I love Pepe. I love all of these meme coins. I love the move for a free market because that's what this represents, truly. The meme coin movement, it represents a free market where everyday people could come in and create their own thing and be able to spread their word, spread their message, be able to take the risk of making high gains or losing it all without someone controlling the game or controlling the market that you see within the stock market. Now, the problem I see with ERC20 tokens is that Ethereum's struggling to finalize transactions, which scares me a little bit, and its gas fees just make it near impossible to use for daily transactions. If you want to spend Pepe at the store, that's a little bit difficult. Now, if you were to put Pepe on Dogecoin blockchain, as crazy as that sounds, it might be more feasible to use. And if you were able to build on a blockchain, why not build on it? People try to compare Doge to Pepe, Doge to all these meme coins, but Doge is its own blockchain. Doge is different. Doge is proof of work. It's actually decentralized. It's feasible to use as a currency. And now with DRC20 tokens on it, it gives more opportunity for more people to build on another decentralized proof of work blockchain that might be able to scale in a way that Ethereum is struggling to right now. Just another perspective. Wanted to throw that out there. Phil, what's up? Doge as a layer 1 for NFTs and L2 projects. Genius. Yeah, Geek of All Trades. I don't know why people don't do this more. I feel like Retro Mike actually might have more to say on it, and you too, Geek, and maybe Joe as well, because you guys are all smart technical individuals. How you guys would feel about DRC20 tokens, and if you feel that could actually be pretty cool. What's up, War Player? What's up, Ruby FX? Thank you for the love. Honda Man, Pepe is actually the second Pepe coin. The first one that it copied is actually its own blockchain. Really? Retro Mike. Oh my gosh. I can't with you. You're trying to beef with Geek of All Trades. You try to beef with Joe, then you try to beef with Geek of All Trades. You beef with everyone. Thank you, Bullish Bradley. I appreciate it. DRC20 is preferable to BRC20, especially if atomic swaps enables the locking of Bitcoin for Doge NFTs. That would be so dope, dude. That would be so dope. If you guys want access to those zesty emojis you see in chat, make sure to check that link right there. We're gonna get into some more news. As per the title, the EU is watching you. They want you to KYC for all of your crypto transactions, which obviously, if you know blockchain, is impossible to do. But I would love to see them try. Ace Database, you're showering me with roses. Thank you. I appreciate it. Updated European Union tax directive requires reporting on all crypto asset transfers. Thank you for the 12 roses, Ace. The European Council has approved updated rules that extend tax reporting requirements to include all transfers of crypto assets. This is the 8th version of the Directive Administrative Cooperation DAC, which is a set of procedures for automatic information sharing between European governments for tax purposes. DAC 8 was proposed in December and approved on May 16th after the passage of markets in the crypto assets MICA, since it depends on definitions established in that legislation. The new DAC adheres to the Crypto Asset Reporting Framework, CARF, and amendments to reporting standards were published by the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, OECD, in October under a G20 mandate. This is a lot of organizations and a lot of decisions being made here. Now, DAC 8 requires crypto asset service providers, CASPs, to provide information on crypto asset transfers of any amount to ensure traceability and identify suspicious transactions. It strengthens European Union's anti-money laundering and countering terrorism financing (AML) CFT rules and proposes the creation of a new European AML body. The proposed legislation requires that CASPs ensure that transfers of crypto assets are accompanied by the name and beneficiary, the beneficiary's distributed ledger address in case where a transfer of crypto assets is registered on a network using distributed ledger technology or similar technology, and the beneficiary's account number in cases where such account exists. So again, they want to see everything you're doing, where you're transferring your assets. BidMoon, thank you. I appreciate it.
Zesty content. Tumbler glass, fire, pointing finger.
Appreciate you, fam. Really do. Thank you for Ace Database. He said dozen roses for the Duchess of Bay Ridge. I'm so dead. The proposed regulation further explains that the information should be submitted in a secure manner and in advance of or simultaneously or concurrently with the transfer of crypto assets. So they want you to KYC for every little thing you do. In addition to the new requirements for CASPs, DAC 8 includes new reporting rules relating to high-income individuals and tougher requirements for communicating tax identification numbers. Quote, today's decision is bad news for those who have missed crypto assets for their illegal activities, to circumvent EU sanctions, or to finance terrorism and war. Doing so will no longer be possible in Europe without exposure. Changes to the DAC are not made through legislation, but through a consultation process among the member states of the European Council. So again, they're saying this is, again, an attack on cryptocurrency. The European Union wants you to KYC or use your identification and your name associated with every crypto transaction you do. The reason they say is because it is a decision for those who have misused crypto assets for illegal activity and to finance terrorism and war. Now, if you look at Bitcoin and its transactions and its uses, less than 1% of Bitcoin's transactions are used for illicit activity. And the reason why is because it is transparent. Contrary to the traditional financial system where you don't know where any transfers occur, Bitcoin is truth. It is code where every single transaction that has ever been conducted since its inception is on the blockchain. You are able to see everything. So you are not able to move large amounts of money without people knowing about it. Hence whale alerts on Twitter. So this is complete FUD from the EU, and they can't do that. They can't implement ID on every transaction in crypto because you are in a decentralized ecosystem that cannot be controlled. Anyone can send and receive crypto, anyone can create an address, and anyone can create a wallet. Doesn't matter where they're from or what they're doing. So I would like to see the EU try, but it's going to be very difficult to do that. What's going on in the chat? Damien, what's up? He doesn't like this. Geronimo, nice to see you as well. Who else we got? King Alexander is here. Oh, I've had Rice on the show before, Matthew. You should look. I think I've had Rice twice or 3 times, I want to say, on the channel. Look at the missteencrypto show playlist. The last time Rice and I had a conversation, it was great. And I also went on his podcast around that time as well. I've been on his show a bunch of times. Ledger is now disturbing. Yeah, I feel you, Javier. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Make sure you guys are continuing to smash these likes. We have only 83 likes. We need 100 likes in this place. What is going on right now? We need 100 likes. Friends, please smash these likes. Share out the stream. Help more people get educated. Now, the UK, we're going to stick in Europe. Regulate crypto just like gambling, UK Treasury Committee says. Another a joke. Critics have often been labeled investing in crypto something akin to gambling. But if UK lawmakers get their way, the industry could soon be regulated in much the same way as casinos. A new report from the UK parliamentary representatives outlines perceived risks associated with unbacked crypto assets, emphasizing a supposed lack of intrinsic value and extreme price volatility. Quote, we are concerned that regulating retail trading and investment activity in unbacked crypto assets as a financial service will create a halo effect that leads consumers to believe that this activity is safer than it is, or protected when it's not, the Parliament's Treasury Committee said in a House of Commons committee report published today on May 17th. The report cites Bitcoin and Ether as examples of unbacked crypto assets apparently alienated from value. They're saying that they basically have no value. And they're saying that they're unlike asset-backed tokens like USDC, Tether, or even Pax Gold, which makes me laugh. Haas, thank you for the 20 roses. Crypto UK, a crypto trade association, said it strongly disagreed with the recommendation, arguing that this approach will overlook the sector's intricacies and its potential for attracting investment and fostering economic growth for the UK economy. Quote, no other global jurisdiction has taken this approach, and referencing MiCA in the EU, we need to be taking a bespoke and tailored approach for regulation within the industry to ensure the UK does not become a hostile environment for business. Now, they're saying professional investment managers see Bitcoin and other crypto assets as a new alternative investment class, not as a form of gambling. And institutional adoption of unbacked crypto assets has increased significantly. So now, UK Treasury digs cross-border crypto. So now in February, the UK government said they were establishing a regulatory framework for crypto assets to stabilize the industry. But now they're referring to Bitcoin as gambling, just like Warren Buffett did. So this is really confusing, my friends. Absolutely confusing. Now, the committee said the government's going to refrain from allocating public resources to support crypto asset activity. So again, another attack on crypto. So the EU, oh, thank you, Persiano, for the subscription. Now, the EU is flooding cryptocurrency because they're saying, we want you to KYC for every transaction. We want to know your identity for every crypto transaction because you're financing terrorism. You're financing wars. You're trying to use crypto for illicit activity. How? When Bitcoin is transparent, every single transaction that has ever occurred on the Bitcoin blockchain is out there. You could go look at it. Less than 1% of Bitcoin's transactions are used for illicit activity. Now, the UK is trying to follow this with saying that they want to regulate crypto just like gambling, saying that Bitcoin and ETH have no intrinsic value. Well, if Bitcoin and ETH had no intrinsic value, they were worthless, then why is the UK, Europe, America trying to tax us on it? Trying to take our gains, trying to even take our losses? Why are they trying to control it and counter Bitcoin and crypto with CBDCs if it wasn't worth anything? They are flooding this space. Crypto, Bitcoin, ETH, it cannot be controlled. It's decentralized finance. And that is why they are trying to tell you that it's like gambling, because they want to scare you. When Bitcoin has value, unlike the dollar that's printed out of thin air, Bitcoin is backed by code. Code is law. 21 million Bitcoins ever exist. Self-sovereignty. Decentralization, it's run by the entire world and not one centralized entity. Obviously, it's worth something if they want to regulate it. So the EU is tracking you. And Tether is also doing something very interesting. Tether is loading up on Bitcoin. Tether to further strengthen reserves through purchase of Bitcoin with realized net operating profits. Take a look at this. So Tether International Limited, the company managing the reserves of the first and most widely used stablecoin, announced today that its latest investment strategy aimed at further strengthening its reserved portfolio. Starting this month, Tether will regularly allocate up to 15% of its net realized operating profits towards purchasing Bitcoin. Tether anticipates that the current and future Bitcoin holdings in its reserves will not exceed the shareholder capital cushion and will further strengthen and diversify the reserves. As reflected in Tether's Q1 2023 assurance report, as of the end of March 2023, Tether already held approximately $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in its reserves. While it is common practice among many institutional investors to third-party custody their Bitcoin, Tether believes in the philosophy not your keys, not your Bitcoin, and takes possession of the private keys associated with all of its Bitcoin holdings. Shouts to Tether for that. Go off, Tether. Under this new approach, Tether will focus exclusively on utilizing realized profits from its investment strategy, disregarding unrealized capital gains generated by price increases. That means Tether will consider only the tangible gains from its operations, which consist of the difference between purchase price and net proceeds from the sale, or, in the case of a maturing investment, between the purchase price and the reimbursed amount. Tether's purchase of Bitcoin is part of its conservative and prudent approach to investment decisions aimed at strengthening, increasing, and diversifying its reserves. The decision to invest in Bitcoin, the world's first and largest cryptocurrency, is underpinned by its strength and potential as an investment asset, said Paolo from the CTO of Tether. Bitcoin has continually proven its resilience and has emerged as a long-term store of value with substantial growth potential. Its limited supply, decentralized nature, and widespread adoption have positioned Bitcoin as a favored choice among institutional and retail investors alike. Our investment opportunity in Bitcoin is not only a way to enhance the performance of the portfolio, but it's also a method of aligning ourselves with the transformative technology that has the potential to reshape the way we conduct business in our lives. And live our lives. I'm sorry about that. Go off, CTO of Tether. Now, they're saying that, again, Tether is wanting to capitalize on their digital asset potential growth and leverage its position as a trusted and reliable financial infrastructure provider, being that, again, Tether is the largest stablecoin out there, USDT. And again, now Tether is going to regularly allocate 15% of its net realized operating profits towards Bitcoin. And mind you, Tether already holds approximately $1.5 billion of Bitcoin in their portfolio. So, and they also believe in not your keys, not your crypto. So they're also taking possession of their Bitcoin and having their own private keys. So shout out to Tether for not only investing in Bitcoin as an institution, but taking self-custody and maybe showing more people what it means to be your own bank. What's up, Jimmy, the cool kid? Thank you for coming. Giuseppe, oh, you're a little bit bearish over there. All right. What's up, True? Nice to see you. Welcome to the show. I see you're here. Who else is here? I think I got everyone else. I think I got Mountain Climber, looking good in black, Lil Mama Crypto. Thank you. What's good, big dog? Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, fam. Kenny O throwing those flames in there. Go off, Kenny O. All right. Let's get after it. Tether has more credibility than the SEC right now. Didn't see that coming. Oh my gosh. You're so funny, Flat Smack. Nacho keys, nacho cheese. I like that, Beholder. I think that's awesome. Ozzy, Jimmy is the coolest kid. I agree. I do agree. MetaMask, what's up? Good day to you. Bullish Bradley is here. Yeah, Gary abandoned me today. Where's Gary? R.I.P. Gary Gensler. I thought he was here for me. I thought this was his safe space. I thought he loved us. R.I.P. Gary Gensler. We need 3 more likes to make me happy, guys. We need 100 likes here. We need 100 likes. Pretty please. Pretty please. Wow, wait, what? Lucian said, one day I'm going to look back to when you first started and admire your many feats of advancement over time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you. Oh, Brian. Oh, he's not with us, Gary. R.I.P. Gary. Like I said, I thought this was his safe space. I thought Gary really loved me. This is why I have trust issues. All right, we're gonna continue on. We're gonna go talk about Ripple because I know you guys love the Ripples. We see Big Dog also as a big XRP fan. Bitcoin free the people. Thank you for the 2 roses. Appreciate it. we're going to jump into some Ripple news, which I find pretty interesting, which is why we're going to share it out. Boom. Ripple buys crypto custody for Medico for $250 million. Now, Medico has been up to a lot of stuff lately. So Ripple acquired CIS-based crypto custody provider Medico for $250 million. The purchase will allow Ripple to expand its offerings by incorporating the tech to custody, issue, and settle tokenized assets. Medico offers customers crucial and secure custody infrastructure, allowing institutions to scale new business models in the crypto economy. Diversifying into crypto solutions will bring new revenue opportunities, adding that its acquisition is part of its strategy to broaden its presence beyond the U.S. and its uncertain regulatory landscape. In 2020, Ripple and some of its executives faced a lawsuit from the U.S. SEC regarding the unregistered sale of approximately $1.3 billion worth of XRP tokens. Now, we're going to see how this turns out, but they say Medico is a proven leader in institutional digital asset custody with an exceptional executive branch and truly unmatched customer track record, said Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple. So Brad is bullish. Thank you, Mr. Strap, for your 100 emoji. So there you go. With Ripple, they are acquiring new companies while they're fighting this lawsuit with the SEC. They're not scared. Thank you for the hat and mustache. I appreciate that, Bitcoin for the people. You're awesome. Now we are going to continue on with because Ripple's chill and whatever. We're going to move on from Ripple, though. Mr. NC says the black looks good. Thank you. I mean, this is actually like a dress that I haven't like seen in a while. And like, I was looking through my closet. I was like, what's going on? You know what I mean? And I was looking through a few things that I wanted to wear today. And I was just like not feeling them at all. Not feeling it at all. And then I put this on and I was like, oh, this is actually like really a vibe. So I'm happy about it. So thank you. I appreciate that. We're going to continue getting after it. Do we have 100 likes yet? We have 104. Yay! Let's get after it. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Can we see the likes of Ripple one time? All right, smash the likes over there on TikTok for the Ripples. Thank you, No, for the dress on fleek comment. I appreciate it. I'm trying to do better here. Mr. Straps, like all your clothes are a shade of black. I feel like yeah. Oh wow, guys, look, Litecoin's pumping. Litecoin's pumping. $93 Litecoin right now. Yo, $95. I'm looking for 95 as the target right now. 95 is the target. Let's get after it. Oh my gosh. And Doge is pumping. It's almost 7.5 cents Doge. Let's go. And we have 26.9 for Bitcoin. So we're starting to rise up with Bitcoin a little bit. We have to get above 27.2 to see a green day. So let's get after it. Let's pump it up. Alexandra's singing in the chat. Pump it up. You gotta pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up. All right. Mountain Climber said, Lil Mama Crypto is the aunt all the kids love visiting. I'm an auntie already. I'm not like the cool friends or like, you know, am I that old now? I'm only 20. I don't know if I should be an aunt yet. KO, what's up from Thailand? It's nice to see you, man. Ozzy's looking to break $100 Litecoin. Dude, if we are here and we pam to $100 Litecoin right now, we are throwing an absolute banger. We're throwing a party. Bullish Bradley, no, I'm not an auntie. I'm not an auntie. No, I'm not a Tia. GT said fist pamping. Yeah, let's pamp. Listen, Lucian said I'm the cool big cousin. I am actually a big cousin. So you know what? I will accept that because I am an older cousin of sort. Cookie party. Yes, I want to have a cookie party. I'm craving chalky chip cookies right now. Craving that. Now, there's harsh regulations coming out of everywhere now. We are also looking at Indian authorities. They asked to restore crypto exchanges access to UPI, which is pretty interesting because India is very anti-crypto at the moment. They're not a fan of crypto, but there is like the G20 annual meeting that's going on right now that all the central banks are meeting up at and having a whole bang all time. Now, India's government and central bank have received proposals asking to restore access of Unified Payments Interface UPI, a widely popular real-time payment system to the crypto industry. 2 proposals have already been made. A 3rd proposal will be made in the next coming few weeks by India's newly formed crypto policy advocacy group, the Bharat Web3 Association, BWA, one individual familiar with the decision told CoinDesk. The proposals, while not coordinated, appear to be the first major push by India's crypto stakeholders to seek policy changes that govern the burgeoning industry. But since it suffered a series of blows from harsh taxes, crypto winter, and a shadow ban. The shadow ban saw Indian payment processors cut off banking access to exchanges. UPI services were obviously suspended and cut off around the same time last year. So they were cutting off payment processors, they were cutting off bank access, they were cutting off everything, taxes, everything. And since the pandemic, UPI adoption in India rapidly increased with approximately 74 billion UPI transactions worth $1.5 trillion in 2022. It allows people to pay for groceries and other goods using QR codes linked to their bank account. And again, they lost UPI access because executives, there was just a crackdown and all of this stuff. And there was a proposal to restore UPI access, like we heard above. There's going to be a third proposal made soon. We're going to see how this turns out in India. I do think that India, obviously, they're not a big fan of crypto. They want to make sure their currency stays dominant. They want to release CBDCs over there in India. They're big with their CBDC over there. So now we're going to have to see if they will give people more access to crypto again, because they were implementing taxes. They were trying to do what they're doing here in the US and choke off all of the on-ramps and off-ramps for crypto, which obviously won't work when crypto is decentralized and obviously peer-to-peer activities happen and anyone can send and receive cryptocurrency. Financial failures. Like I heard a little New York in that accent. Yes, that is where I am from, born and raised and still existing in this very moment. We're going to talk about China for a moment, because if you remember, China's trying to be a little advanced out here. China's trying to crack down on the US's weakness. They're trying to open up the doors to cryptocurrency. Now, while it's not the everyday person can invest in crypto in China, they're letting institutional investors play. They're letting people's interest peak. Now, in December, we found out that China's first national NFT marketplace was to launch. And it was a secondary market for NFTs and digital asset copyrights. So, again, China wanted to move forward with this, just so you guys could see. December 28th, we were talking about this. And again, there was a news outlet that said China launched its first regulated platform for NFT trading on January 1st, 2023. In addition to NFTs, the platform would also facilitate trading of copyrights related to digital assets. And it aims to regulate and avoid the excessive speculation in secondary NFT markets. Now, what China is doing now is their top prosecution agency says, although not banned, NFTs have crypto-like attributes. So this is pretty interesting. China's highest national agency for legal prosecution has warned a non-fungible token NFT digital collection share the attributes of virtual assets, which are banned in the country. The Supreme People's Procuratorate, I am sorry, I totally butchered that, of the People's Republic of China published its guidelines for the treatment of NFTs on Monday, recommending stronger risk research and judgment to accurately punish crimes. After China cracked down on local crypto trading, cut off banks from offering crypto-related services in 2021, the local industry all but vanished, until NFTs stormed the scene and gained popularity in China as digital collectibles that didn't fall into the same basket as high-risk crypto. But the prosecution agency's new report warns otherwise. While it has high popularity, it is very likely to cause financial risk, management risk, network security risks, etc., especially the legal risk. Prosecutors are paying close attention from the report on Monday. NFTs attach a unique digital identifier to virtual or real items that allow proof of ownership to be recorded on the blockchain. China's prosecution agency argues owners cannot really enjoy the ownership, particularly of digital art, which can still be replicated and distributed, which, if you know, is not true. Because if you have an NFT, no one else owns that NFT but you. You could, just like the Mona Lisa, you could print a picture of the Mona Lisa and hang it in your bathroom. But do you have the value of the Mona Lisa? Do you actually own the asset? No. So it doesn't have value. If you don't have the NFT itself, you don't have the value of the art. So this whole thing, FUD. From the perspective of property rights, consumers do not enjoy the ownership of NFT digital assets they purchase in the sense of civil law. And consumers cannot prohibit others from accessing, copying, or disseminating the digital assets mapped by the NFT. What consumers enjoy is only an exclusive right to prohibit others from tampering with the ownership of the NFT recorded on the blockchain. And despite China's aversion to crypto, the country is looking to harness the blockchain tech that underlies virtual assets to build out a national digital infrastructure. As a new application of blockchain tech, NFT has certain development potential, the prosecution agency said, which we know that they already were interested in the fact that you are able to regulate and avoid the excessive speculation in NFT markets, and they wanted to help people realize that you could use NFTs to own something and to actually own your asset and have copyrights, facilitate the trading of copyrights related to the digital assets. So it's pretty important. But I think China is a little bit back and forth on what they want to do, according to that. But are we talking about kosher food in the chat? All right. Thank you. I appreciate Mountain Climber for the positivity and love. I appreciate it. Are we still going up? We need to see 27K Bitcoin. We have 26.9 right now. $93 Litecoin. Love to see it, dude. Love to see it. Like, let's get after it with Litecoin. Damn. And Doge is almost at 7.5 cents, up 2%. I'm waiting. This is so amazing. Flatsmack, anything wrapped in bacon is delicious. I like bacon. I enjoy that. Lucian, let's up. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. All right. We're going to continue and just talk about life, friends. We are here because we want to be our own bank. We are here because we want to be self-sovereign individuals. We heard a lot of FUD within today's news stories. And of course, they want to crack down on crypto. Of course, these other countries, they want to say, blockchain is good. It could be used for A, B, and C. But Bitcoin isn't good. Ethereum isn't good. Bitcoin is truth. Crypto is truth. Versus the TradFi system where you can't see anything. Bitcoin, you see every single transaction that's ever been recorded. Less than 1% of Bitcoin's activities are for illicit activities. If you look at what the EU is saying is that you want to identify you in every crypto transaction that you do because people are financing wars and doing illegal activity, which is simply untrue. And on top of that, you can't track everybody. You can't identify every person transacting with crypto because it's decentralized. It's near impossible. It's actually impossible to do. So I think that's pretty interesting that they were going that route. Now, the UK is trying to say that they're treating crypto as gambling because they say crypto has no value. Bitcoin is backed by code, is backed by the people, has a controlled inflation schedule where every 4 years, the block reward that miners receive gets cut in half. Versus the money printer that goes burr whenever it wants. And actually, fiat currency isn't backed by anything, while Bitcoin is. You also have India that literally tried to choke off crypto with all of their taxes, and they tried to cut off all the on-ramps and off-ramps for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, but that's still not working. What all these countries have to realize is that none of what they're going to do is going to work. CBDCs, they're trying to do that as well in all these countries like I'm discussing here as well. The problem is that it's complete control and people don't want to be controlled. People want to send, receive, transact value, or send information whenever they want, wherever they are in the world. They shouldn't have to be identified. It's impossible. You can't do that. So that's why, again, you should never, ever, ever sacrifice your freedoms for convenience. There may be different ways to store your private keys, like how we've seen another company, another wallet company, giving you the option to give your private keys away. Do not do that. That is absolutely silly. Your wallet, if you have a cold wallet, it should not have the ability to export your private keys to go somewhere else. That is a risk. You should not leave yourself susceptible to any sort of hack or any sort of attack vector where your money could be stolen. We have to move on from this idea of somebody holding our hand. The banks have always held your hand. We got you. We'll store your money for you. Now we're saying that's not working. People are saying you have to be your own bank. You have to take control of your crypto. You have to take control of your wealth. To go into crypto and then have your private keys, which is your everything. and or recovery phrases and just give them to somebody else that's contradicting why you came into crypto. Don't rely on anybody to hold your hand anymore. Be your own bank. Be your own wealth storage. Be your own boss. Don't rely on anybody else to help you. We have to move on from that. We have to move on from that narrative, because what we are seeing now is, with this new idea being brought up that you could just give your private keys to 3 different companies and they'll hold it for you. That's crazy, because now you're trusting 3 other different people that you don't really know. It doesn't make sense. What if those companies get notices that they have to give up your private keys? What if you are dealing with bank closures where maybe those companies won't even operate anymore because they can't afford to stay open because the economy is falling apart? These are things you all have to think about. People giving the notion like, oh, it's okay to just give your private keys to these 3 people and let them shard it. No. Stop letting people hold your hand. Bank closures are happening every single day. For people to say, oh, some people won't care about being their own bank, everybody, and when I say everybody, is going to care, because their bank won't be open and they will have no other way to access their wealth, access their money, transfer value. They won't have a way. So they're going to have to find a way, which is Bitcoin, which is storing your crypto in your wallet and not giving your information to anybody. You're not going to give me your social security number. You wouldn't give anyone else your social security number. So why would you give your private keys to them? And on top of that, you're not only giving your private keys to them, but you're paying them every month to have them. And you're giving up your passport. So it's giving up your whole digital identity. It's contradictory to why we're in crypto. It's contradictory to why a cold storage wallet was invented. Flatsmack is correct. The crypto community is going to regulate the rest of the world, not the other way around. I agree. 100%. 100%. We have 117 likes. Let's get 120. That would be beautiful. Let's get 120 likes out here. Let's be zesty. Ledger needs the fire. Its PR and marketing team, they didn't effectively communicate what's happening. Too many assumptions to be made on the matter. Yeah, I agree. And I think if you were going to do that, just release a whole separate product. Oh my God, Retro Mike, please. I don't even know if I want to say that one out loud because I don't want anyone else to do that. Do not do that. Do not do that. Mike, you're crazy. Meninja, nice to see you. Thank you for the hugs over there. Are we seeing a little bit more pump with Bitcoin? I don't think so. We're at 26.8. We're slipping a little bit. Listen, my friends, don't worry about the short term with Bitcoin. Worry about the long term. Look ahead. Okay? Look ahead. We know that bank closures are happening. We know the financial system isn't going to make it. You have to make it for yourself. You have to be a self-sovereign individual. Don't let anyone hold your hand. Hold your own hand. Be your own bank. Thank you for coming. If you enjoyed the show, smash the likes, share the stream out with friends so more people know what's going on with crypto, and comment after this is over and let me know if you enjoyed the show. Let me know if you think Bitcoin is going to the moon, and let me know if you guys are done with this company that I was discussing that wants you to give away everything. Don't sacrifice your freedoms for convenience. Have a great day, and as always, stay zesty. Peace. See you tomorrow.